Come, let's sing Jesus, of Jesus, Jesus, of Jesus, Jesus, of Jesus. Let's sing Jesus, and everyday children's way.
Hey there, friends! I hope you've had a wonderful past few weeks. As a matter of fact, I'm so excited to see you again. Now, friends, just so you know, I've been sick the past 2 weeks, and it wasn't good either. But thankfully, as we're going to talk about this week, there are a lot of things that we need to be thankful for towards God. And you know what? Since it's November and Thanksgiving is this month, all this month we're going to talk about things that we can be thankful for. Now, after being sick for a long time, it made me think, and I had a lot of time to think, what are some things that maybe just they make sense that we should be thankful for? And I thought this week we can talk about all 5 of our senses and how we should be thankful towards God for those. You know, the first sense that comes to mind is just the way that you can see me and I can see you. No, I can't see you. But the way that we can just look around and see things, friends, that is a blessing. And there was a story in the Bible from John chapter 9 from a man who was born blind. Now, what's interesting about that story is a lot of people thought maybe this man was a sinner or his parents had done something sinful. And when his apostles, the disciples of Jesus, came to Jesus and said, "Who sinned, this man or this man's parents, that he was born blind?" And Jesus said, "No, no, no. He was born blind so that the glory of God can be seen through him." Now, what's interesting about this story is a man who could not see anything suddenly could see. But it was only when Jesus came to him and gave him his sight. He took some mud from the ground. Well, he had spat on the ground. He spit on the ground and took the mud, put it in his eyes, and said, "I want you to go wash in the pool of Siloam." And when the blind man went and washed in the pool of Siloam, when he came up, he could see everything again. And everybody was going crazy about it, even the Jews that were there. Now, when we come back, we'll talk about why that's so important and even look at the response from the Jewish leaders for maybe learning a lesson that maybe we should take in appreciation for what we can see physically and spiritually. But until then, let's go sing a song with our friend Paul, who has been dying to sing these songs with you. So let's go sing with Paul. Let's go.
Sing Christian songs with Paul.
Thanks, E.T. Hey, kids, would you like to sing another Christian song? How about Be Careful, Little Children? Be careful, little children, what you do. Be careful, little children, how you act. Be careful, little children, what you say. But Jesus, he will surely lead the way. Remember, little children, you should pray. Remember, little children, every day. Remember, little children, you should sing. For Jesus, he is giving everything. So always think of Jesus when you wake. Always think of Jesus every day. Always think of Jesus everywhere. For Jesus, he will always be right there. Great job, kids. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, friends. That was a fantastic job that you did singing with our friend Paul. And Paul, as always, friend, you did a wonderful job, brother. Thank you for singing with us. And friends, thank you for singing with Paul. Now, while it's on my mind, friends, let's be praying not just for these wonderful songs that Paul sings for us, but let's even pray for Paul as well this week. Why not? He's one of the reasons why we should be thankful for even this program. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, friends. God is so happy. Now, when we left, we were talking about the blind man suddenly could see. Jesus had put some mud in his eyes and told him to go wash in the pool of Siloam, wherever that is, somewhere in Jerusalem. But when he came back, he could see, and the Jewish leaders were angry. They said, "Who healed this man's eyes on the Sabbath day?" Now, what you need to know about the Sabbath day is it took place on the seventh day of the week, which is a Saturday. And the Sabbath day was so holy that no one could do any kind of work. You couldn't play video games. You couldn't go out and get the newspaper. You couldn't go walk the dog. You'd die if you did that, and we don't want that. But that's the Old Testament law. Anyways, what the Jewish people were angry about was who healed this man on the Sabbath day. And when they found out that Jesus had healed this man, they said, "This man is a sinner. He wouldn't have healed on the Sabbath day. Who would do work on the Sabbath day?" But then there were people who said, "How can a man not have God with him and him do these things?" There was a lot of confusion. But what we want to look at is the response of the blind man to the Jews. You know, the Jewish leaders kept telling the blind man, "Who healed you? Who healed you?" And time after time he would say, "Jesus healed me. He took mud, he put it in my eyes, he told me to go wash in the pool. I came back and I could see." And the Jewish people wouldn't listen. And you know what? It's interesting. The blind man who now could see said, "You know, we know that God hears not the prayers of sinners, but he does hear those who are righteous." It makes me wonder who exactly was blind from this story. Was it the man who had been blind from his birth, or was it the men who had been blind through their own beliefs, wrong beliefs towards God? Friends, we need to be thankful for two things for one of our senses being sight. We need to be thankful and thank God that we have the ability to see things. We need to be thankful for that. We also need to be thankful that we can see truth the way that God has shown us through His Word, truth. Now, friends, both of those are tremendous blessings, and that is just one of the ways that it just makes sense that we should be thankful towards God. Now, friends, that's all the time that we have today. Let's go work on our memory work, and I'll see you next time. Let's go. Hey there, friends! It's Monday, which means it's time for a brand new memory verse. Now, this week, our memory verse is going to come from Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. That's Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. Now, since it's Monday, we'll say the verse twice together. So, are you ready for the first time? Let's say it together. Let's go. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now let's try it one more time. Are you ready? Let's go. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, friends, work really, really hard on your memory work, and by Friday, you'll have another piece of God's Word in your heart. Now, work hard, and until tomorrow, see you later, friends.
Come, let's sing Jesus, 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 let's sing an everyday children's way.